Anyway,
Impress me, Hunter. This
I
specimen will be
was able to
for
capture it,
integration into
and it never
sanctuary.
moved, which is
Thank
kind of
you.
odd, but okay. I'll take that. What's that? I should have a easy one. So I'll move over towards this with this cell. It's going to heal it up just a little bit. There we go. So every once in a while you can always feel, if you're not doing a great job of defending it, which I'm not really. I'm mostly trying to kill people, so I can run a cell over there once in a while and
Extraction is now available.
alright, so that one finished, and I got the limbo part. Now we gotta get out of here. Let's get out of here then. All these might. I want to scan some of those too on here. The moonlight ones. I got a bunch of the other ones I scanned before. Like I said, don't really sweat it. These are for quests that I know is coming up, so I'm just trying to get them ahead of time. Alright, while I get shot up. Now, if you have a Helios or I don't remember what the other one's called, Noctis something, they will scan those plants for you. At least till they get a certain number, and then Helios quit scanning them, but you wouldn't have to manually scan them like I'm doing. Apparently I only have to scan one of those moonlight tubers. And every time you do one of those extractors, in that mission you'll get 100 chaotic if it finishes. Now if it only gets about 60% done, it'll give you like 60 chaotic. Anyway, it'll give you less chaotic if you don't finish one of the extractors, or it gets destroyed, or whatever happens to it. I'm getting quite a bit of affection with Cephalon Samaris already. But in my opinion, that's kind of easy to do when you first start up.
Part blueprint.
Because you have so many different targets. Later on you have a lot less targets.
Perhaps there's more to these equations than I previously thought. What am I missing? Operator, I found a new theorem hidden deep in that Warframe part. These are actually starting to make sense.
Oh, maybe I don't have to build each
nonsense,
part.
but there's logic in the nonsense. It's almost as if someone's trying to speak to me in my own language. This new theorem is equally full of gaps.
Okay.
Please, find more proof fragments.
So,
Please, do find the rest of those proofs. I must
one of
solve
the
these
things,
equations. The suspense is killing me.
so I already have one of these Chronuses, so I can sell the other one I have. I've already built one and leveled it up. So, let me go to my inventory. I gotta get some credits somehow, but... And I don't really feel like going and trying to find a mission just to... Yeah, there we go. So we can sell that. I don't think I have the other one. I think I got rid of it. Do I have any other leveled up weapons I can get rid of? This Bratton. I'm sure I'm saving it as just in case, but I don't really necessarily need to save it though. Of course, well, you have the Boltor. It's almost the same thing. Yeah, I could probably get rid of the Bratton too, so that would clear up another spot. And since the MK Bratton's not used to build anything, it won't hurt anything if I... The other thing you can do is come here and tell this to sort by duplicates. Change this to duplicates. What that's going to do is sort all your mods according to the ones you have the most of. So what you could do is say, well, I have 36 of these. I don't need 36, but what I recommend is you always keep at least one unleveled one. Now you'll get a lot more of those. That's just how many of them I've gotten so far. So select them all, take one off. I'll do that with a couple things here. Let's just to show you. So you see I could sell that stuff for credits, or I can try to convert them into Endo, which is used for upgraded mods as well. Now you may or may not want to do this. There's other things you can do with these, but it's really not that big a deal. I'm just going to sell these off for credits. One of the things you can do while I'm talking about it is if you select 4 mods the same or 4 different mods, you can transmute them at a random chance at another mod. And as you can see, it costs you credits to do that. It's kind of nice, actually. It'll give you a random mod, but a lot of times it'll just give you a similar mod. And maybe one you already have, but sometimes it'll give you a mod you have a hard time finding. Like I've done that before to give me a mod for a Kubro or something that I had not found yet. So that does happen sometimes, but alright, so let's go back and finish this. Get this building so we can go on to the next part, I guess. So that was nice because I could have sworn before I had to finish each part of the limbo before I could go to the next stage. But apparently not, so I'm really glad that I went ahead and got those extra proofs or whatever you want to call it, whatever they were called that build this limbo thing, so that's nice. Looks like we might be able to finish this quest pretty quickly then. Just waiting for this to build now. It's nothing like at levels on my other games that to go in there and have like 500 of the same mod. so there are certain mods you're just going to get a lot of. I guess I remember reading somewhere one time where it said ammo, can't think of the name of the mod, is the most common mod dropped in the whole game.
Now it's becoming clear.
So
could it be that there's a plane between our normal plane and the void?
I know it's
a
one of these red ones,
space?
or
a
whatever
rift?
we call it. Ammo
a
case, that's
this limbo could control?
I heard that was actually one of the.
And I've
I
marked
think that's the one, or it's the
console.
one for your
I think
extra.
you'd be quite pleased with what you find there.
Extra ammo, magazine wrap, maybe. I know it's one of these ones that's for ammo capacity, but I read somewhere it was like the most common mod in the game. I was like, oh, well, that's interesting. And it was also the most commonly traded. And I think the reason behind that is because, like, if I go to trade something with one of my friends and they don't have anything I necessarily want, and I want to give them something for free, they have to trade me something. So if they just trade me a mod that they have 5,000 of, then perfect. So if I want to just give them something for free, I don't really want to charge them something. They just trade me one of those mods or something like that. I have a friend that just trades me iTane sculptures every time I give him something, which is hilarious to me because I really like those. So I really like the extra Endo. So, you know, I don't mind getting those at all. Alright, so this one says we're going to go get the system blueprint, so let's do that. And then I have another friend that they insist on giving me platinum, which I don't mind, I use it. And usually it's because I find like a whole Warframe parts, a whole prime weapons for that person in particular. Because they don't really get a chance to play as much as other people when they, so I like to help them out every once in a while. So when a new frame comes out and I already have it, instead of me just being greedy and collecting the extra parts to sell, I collect them and I get sure this person gets a copy too. They're in a situation where they can't play as often as I can.
There is a sanctuary target here, Hunter.
It's nice to be able to help people out.
Track it with the synthesis scanner. Don't let it escape.
Hopefully, if you're in a clan, you're helping other people out too. You're not only doing things for your own interest.
Go to the dig site.
If you are, I mean, I suppose that's okay, but
Excavator is ready
it's
to
not really how I like to play games. If I wanted to be
enemy fire.
greedy and all in it for myself, I would be playing a single player game, I guess. I mean, not trying to hurt anybody's feelings to play the games however you want to play games.
The excavator has run out of power.
It's just not how I do things. Plus, the stronger my friends are, the stronger I am. So if we do mission together, I don't want them to just survive. I want them to thrive. I want them to do a really good job. So we can get things easier, get things done easier, faster, get more stuff, help each other out. You know, stuff like that. It's also why I don't necessarily like to just give people things.
A scanner has picked up a
I know,
target.
that being
Go
said, I
to the
just
dig site.
talked about giving people stuff, but at least not people who won't do anything for it. Not free. Like, I don't mind giving my friends stuff who will help me out whenever I ask. But I don't just, people just would be like, can I have this? And like, no, I don't think so. And I don't think just because you're in a clan together, you should just automatically give people things either. But what I prefer to do is say, hey, I have relics for that thing. Would you like to go open some relics with me? This gives them a chance to get that item. Plus, gives you a chance to get an extra of that item. In case you really did want to go sell it or something like that. Or, in my case, I like to have some stuff that gives Barketeers, so get ducats so I can buy stuff. At this point, it's usually cosmetic stuff because I have pretty much all the other stuff he sells, but you might want to do that too. You might want to, you know, decorate your orbiter or something. He sells a lot of cool stuff for that now. You can get certain kinds of guns you can only get from him, prism weapons. So maybe one of those to level, stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, just because you already have a certain prime, you still might have reasons to want to collect that prime. Like I said, sometimes I just want to get it for my friend. I literally have, for one of my friends, I literally have a list right here beside me of stuff that they need. So if I ever come across it in a mission, I'll just save it for them. Because I know they would do the same thing for me if I was looking for something specific. At this point, it's not really as much of a problem. But, yeah, there's been times in the past where I had a really hard time getting a specific item or a specific part. And it's nice if you have a friend who can help you out. Especially if you've done a specific mission about 1,000 times and that one thing that's really easy for everybody else to get will not drop for you. Because that does happen. I was thinking of the vaults on Deimos. Thank you very much. So sick of doing those missions. I really don't care if I ever do that mission again, to be honest. No, not really, but I had to do it like about a billion times to get one part for an infested sniper rifle that drops in there, which everybody else had gotten like a billion times. For some reason, for me, it took me months to get that part. And that was from doing it like several times a day. It was to the point where I would just log on and do that mission a few times and then do something else. I would just get tired of doing that mission. Alright, keep on. But yeah, it happens sometimes, I guess is my point. That was weird.
Excavator deployed. Protect the unit while it extracts the artifact.
But
An artifact has been located.
yeah, it should be nice to people and be helpful to people, but make sure when you have a clan, well, this is my advice, when you have a clan, I'd rather have nobody in my clan than have a bunch of people who are terrible people, or rude, or not helpful to others, you know. So, something to think about, what you want. I mean, is it important to you that you guys are the best at everything? Because that's not really important to me either.
We need another power cell for the excavator. Excavator destroyed. Protect
Well,
the
that's not
remaining
good.
dig sites.
Guess I should spend a little more time trying to put cells in that thing, huh? That's